Hello everyone, this is MeltMan of Gaming Philosophy, and welcome back to the stream. So, as you may notice, my internet, it may be working, but I don't know for how long. Basically what's going on, and the reason why I didn't stream it yesterday, is I had virtually no upload speed. If you didn't find out by checking the Discord, where I go and do all of my updates on what's going on outside of when I'm actually streaming. Situation is, the main line that leads to my entire neighborhood had several problems on it, and they had a technician climbing poles and changing out wires, bypassing bad sections so it can get repaired later. But tonight my connection is good. Let's hope it stays that way. So, being that we're getting closer and closer to the good old Halloweenies of days, I figured we'd kick it off with something special. If you've already read the description, this is War of the Overworld. It's also colloquially known as Dungeon Keeper 3. And that is because the Dungeon Keeper franchise was a franchise I loved growing up. It was definitely something that I appreciated playing a lot. And I still own a copy of Dungeon Keeper through GOG.com, Good Old Games. But I found out just very recently that Brightstone has made War of the Overworlds, and for all intents and purposes, it is Dungeon Keeper 3. So I want to go in here and take my first look at it and see if it does the franchise credit. I mean, Bullfrog, the original makers of Dungeon Keeper, can't make it because they were bought up by EA, and then EA shut them down. So, which there are a lot of game studios that EA gobbled up back in that era and just kind of said, hey, you're making a good thing, I want to go ahead and buy your studio. Oh, by the way, do things the EA way. Oh, you can't? Well, we're not spending money on you, bye-bye. God, I'm glad I didn't get the game started yet. Moon Hunter. You know, Moon Hunter, you need to change your name to Bed Hunter. Seriously, man. I mean, seriously. Camera. Zoom. Come on, camera. Zoom out. Let's get that bed taken care of before we get... You'd rather hunt moons. Alright. Yes, the bed is unmade. Take care of that. That back in position. Alright. There. Bed taken care of. Hey, if people want to donate to go ahead and have me unmake the bed just so other people can go ahead and do the bed command again. Yeah, the backdrop here, this is all thanks to something that was sent to me by Bobcat Killer. Also, known as Bobcat. He sent me in this mail at my old place. It makes the chroma key a whole lot easier, because I can tune the chroma key to just black, and then it can edit out all that. As long as I don't go ahead and look too black myself. So that's why I never wear a black shirt on stream. I always wear the gray. Alright. So, let's switch back over to chroma key and watch as the backdrop disappears. Wait, hold on. Disappears. There we go. Alright. Bed making charity stream. What am I drinking? Right now I have a non-sponsored energy drink beverage that is sugar-free, because I don't drink sugary sodas. Not sponsored. They didn't pay me anything. Also, Brightstone Studios that brought this game back to daylight again. They have not sponsored this at all. I went on Steam. I went ahead and bought the game and bought the entire bundle for this game out of my own pocketbook money. It is on Steam if you want to pick it up. That is entirely up to you. But, you know, the only revenue I make from this is what I make off YouTube ads and what I'm going to make tonight through Super Chats. This is my first look. I only have a very cursory look. I know it's a spiritual successor. There's campaigns here, my pet dungeon, and this is more of a sandbox. Skirmish, where you're playing against an AI. Crucible seems new. Survive endless waves to claim your place. And the records, the Crucible. Ooh, and then scenarios. So Crucible and scenarios are very new to me. Even the old Dungeon Keeper had campaigns, the pet dungeon, and then skirmishes. But also, the great thing about this has a multiplayer, and the older ones did have multiplayers, but I don't think there's, yeah, as you can see, there's only one multiplayer game going on right now. So, I do know that I have a couple friends that own this game. Not many. But what I'm thinking is maybe if you guys really end up liking me play this game, maybe I can go ahead and do a head-to-head stream with maybe a couple of friends I can wrangle that already own it. That being said, let's explore the campaigns. I expect a few of them to be very tutorial heavy. Yeah. So, wage war against the Empire, destroy their reputable forces, and slay Emperor Lucas. Extinguish the remains of the Empire, invade Phidias and claim the Heart of Gold, and then enter the ultimate Underlord tournament. Choose your Underlord and then battle your rivals for subterranean supremacy. Alright. Let's start off at the beginning. Now go!
Welcome back, Underlord. I must say, I wasn't expecting you quite so soon. The transference may have left you feeling a bit foggy in the head. Focus now. I'll try to ease you back into it. Fortunately, this does seem to get easier each time. This is your home realm, the source of your power, and the anchor that binds you to reality. Many years ago, it was destroyed, and you were cast out into formless nothing. Fortunately, you've returned from your exile to once again challenge those who would stand between us and the mortal realm of Kairos. Your resurrection heralds the next phase of our assault upon its wretched empire, now led by the newly crowned Emperor Lucius. But he is least and final of our worries. It's his generals and the protection of their goddess Kira that will truly test our mettle. Ready yourself, Underlord. Let's begin our war for the Overworld.
Ooh, I love it already! Ah! God, how I've missed this game. Oh, and they have the planning table too. Oh, this feels... Awakening... Heart attack... So I think... Pardon me. So there's 3 achievements in here.
I've been looking for someone to spearhead my campaign. But before we get stuck in, let's refresh that old mind of yours.
Okay. And apparently the achievements are hidden. Learn how to command your powers as an Underlord. Here we go. And with Halloween right around the corner, this game just felt like the right thing to be doing.
Welcome back, Underlord. It's been a long time since you were banished to the ether.
By
You've
EA.
returned as a husk of your former self. But I've taught far denser Underlords than you. Let's start with the basics.
Okay.
This is your dungeon core. The tether that allows you to manifest your malignant will. If destroyed, your consciousness will once again be scattered to the void. Your workers are an extension of your dark will. They have many jobs, but their main focus is in carving out the halls of your dungeon. Put them to work by clicking and dragging your cursor upon the flashing tiles to tag them for excavation. Your workers will now rush forth to dig out and claim the tagged area. Once they have laid down the stones, marking the ground as your own, you will be able to build rooms upon the finished tiles. While your lackeys get to work, look to the east of your dungeon core. This is a gateway, one of the many portals that you'll use to attract minions to your dungeon. Order your workers to dig a path to it now.
Oh, looks like they're fortifying the walls over here. And that's them leveling up. That's cool. They got a level up effect on them now. Alright. Fable is amazing, yeah.
Now that you have a gateway, minions can enter into your service. But first, you'll need to build the rooms necessary to entice them in. Start by building a barracks. This room will allow your minions to hone their combat skills without the risk of permanent death or disfigurement. Select it and build it by clicking and dragging your hand across the claimed tiles. Most rooms must be built at least 3 by 3 in order to function properly, though the lair and vault are effective at any size. A gnarling has entered your dungeon.
Gnarly.
Attracted by the barracks, these green-skinned scrappers aren't quite right in the head, and they'll happily hack at your foes until someone is dead. Outside of combat, gnarlings will train themselves within your barracks. You can pick them up with a click if you find them slouching off, then deposit them anywhere within your dungeon with a right click. For further entertainment, you can always put yourself directly into their head by casting possession upon them.
Stay still!
A gnarling has entered your dungeon. Possession will allow you to inhabit the mind of a minion. allowing you to see through their eyes, control their movement, and activate their abilities. Don't worry, Underlord. You'll soon get used to this. Now you can control your minions' movement with the W, A, S, and D keys, and change their unique quickbar abilities using the number keys. Left-click to use their current ability. Push the escape key to end possession. Workers will fortify walls automatically when they've completed all their other tasks. Now that you have some minions, you will need to cater for their basic needs. First, build a lair, so the pitiful little meat sacks can get some rest.
Yes, we must care for our pitiful little meat sacks. Oh! Yeah. Yeah, I am not a fan of EA, not just because of their business tactics, but what they've done to so many game studios. Like, you're absolutely right, Command & Conquer was another.
Well done. But see how your gold reserves have been depleted. Command your workers to mine some of the nearby gold by tagging the gleaming tiles. They collect and return gold to your dungeon coffers, allowing you to spend it on whatever your dark heart desires. Your core can store up to 16,000 gold pieces. But if that number sounds pitifully small, or if wealth inspires the evil in you, simply build a vault to store more. Now that you've got a bit of coin in your pocket, you can build a slaughter pan. This room produces scores of micro-piglets, a delicacy that will sustain the weak flesh of your minions by filling their bellies with succulent pig flesh.
It used to be hatcheries, but now they have micro-piglets.
Shut up, fatties. Not too
Your dungeon has been
named
breached.
Bacon Bits.
Cast Rally upon these spectres,
Grandma Pig.
and your minions will immediately
Mixed
sally
bacon.
forth to wreak bloody havoc.
Chop. Baby Alexander.
Well done. Now finish off the rest of these manifestations with a second rally flag. Your gnarlings made short work of those spectres, but see how they still circle the flag. You can dismiss rally flags by slapping them with a right click. This should allow your minions to return to their jobs and tend their needs in a timely fashion. You can cast Recall upon a minion to immediately return them to your dungeon, though if they are attacked as it channels, then the spell will fizzle into nothing.
Okay. Minions gnarly. Looks like we have some space we can expand into here. I guess they will.
You're on a roll, Underlord. And I've been waiting far too long to begin my war for the Overworld. Let us enter the realm of Kairos and continue your retraining against a more fitting enemy.
Okay, that's it. Okay, so that was basically tutorial level.
Well done, Underlord. I see it all coming back quite quickly.
Oh.
I expected nothing less. But there's much still to learn. Why don't we work in a bit of murder while we're at it? It's time for you to enter the realm of Kairos.
Okay. Let's do it.
Now's the time for a bigger challenge. Before you lies an Imperial keep, guarded by a certain Lord Rusimov. He had a bit of an accident that melted most of his face, but he's no less vigilant a soldier. He's been sent to guard an object that could threaten our campaign. Get in there and burn the rest of him, Underlord.
You got it. So he burned half his face. Does that mean he's Two-Faced?
We've punctured the veil of this world through a schism, a point of weakness in the bonds between realms. Unfortunately for us, the Empire has crafted defenses to keep us from the heart of their kingdom. These inhibitors prevent Underlords from trespass, but whether it's bone or stone, it can be broken. I suspect that this Empire force has yet to taste true battle. But before you go engaging them, you'll need to muster up some minions. Unfortunately for me, your time in the ether has left you a weak husk of your former self. In order to reacquire your powers, you will need to access the veins of evil. Open them now, and use a sin to unlock the archive. Archive unlocked. This room will allow your minions to research additional sins, which can be spent to recover your lost powers. Build one now to begin researching additional sins. You have claimed a gateway.
Building an archive, huh?
To have your workers prioritize objectives in a specific area, place a worker rally banner in that location. Build an archive, Underlord. Your forgotten powers are far more impressive than those you currently wield. Worker Rally will create a banner around which your workers will prioritize tasks. Slap the banner with a right-click to dismiss it, or right-click on its icon to dismiss all Worker Rally flags at once.
I think we're making it for 555.
A cultist has found its way into your dungeon.
Ooh.
Attracted by the magical tomes within your archive. These minions will spend most of their time researching sins for you.
Okay.
Though they are weak combatants, they have the power to curse your foes, making them weak to your other minions' blows. Your minions are unfortunate beings of weak flesh. Build them a lair so they may rest. A cultist has entered your dungeon.
hungry in here for some reason.
A hungry minion can always find work elsewhere. Build a slaughter pen before your minions starve.
Seems I'm in like the end of the map.
Who the hell is Brian?
Just say who the hell is Brian? Worker rally.
Yes, you told me.
Your cultists have worked hard to earn a new sin. Use it within the veins of evil to unlock the tavern. This room provides your minions with succulent cooked pig flesh and stout ales. After eating a meal within its hearthed halls, their spirits will be raised, increasing their productivity for a short time. The tavern is an essential room for keeping your minions fed. As they increase in level, they will eventually rebel if there is no tavern to sate their hunger. Build one now, and remember that the tavern is unique and must be built at least 3 by 5 in order to be effective.
3 by 5?
This shrine uncovers the fog of war over a wide area, allowing you to spy on your enemies and keep track of their movements.
Sweet.
Delectable.
Alright.
Tasty little hogling.
While listening to the units talk, I love it. Ah!
The tavern must be built at least 3 by 5
I'm
before it
working
can
on
be
it.
used by your minions. You'll still need a slaughter pen in order to keep your tavern stocked. But in a pinch, you can always drop some alternative meat into the grinder. Rooms will only attract a certain number of minions before becoming full. In order to attract more, you'll need to expand them. Nothing in this life is free, Underlord, and you'll regularly need to pay your minions for their hard work. Be sure to keep an eye on your reserves, for if you've not enough gold for their wages, they'll be swift to find gainful employment elsewhere. Fortunately, your minions will return some of their earnings by buying meals within your own tavern. What a delicious arrangement.
Don't tell PETA about my my tavern, okay? Or because yeah.
Delectable.
Yep. Poor little pig, yeah. Don't tell PETA.
Isn't it?
Okay.
Something evil stirs out there. Scouts! Go find what the hell's making all that racket.
Rally your minions to defeat these scouts once they breach your dungeon. Let's keep Sarusimov in the dark a little while longer. You should try using the lightning and heal spells to assist your minions in combat. Lightning will call down a thunderous bolt of energy, damaging and stunning a single enemy. However, it can only be used within your own territory. The health of minions is represented by petals surrounding their unit shield. Once no petals remain, a creature will fall unconscious and soon die, unless returned to its lair to recover. To have your minions ignore rally flags and remain focused on their current objectives, you can assign them to the Peace Band.
They should be back by now. Ugh. Bar the doors. We wait for reinforcements.
Look how easily your minions cut down these sappers. If I didn't know better, I'd say the Empire is woefully unprepared. An army comprised solely of cultists would swiftly be cut down. Build a barracks to attract gnarlings to round out your army.
Oh, gee, I just had the exact same idea. That's why I'm cutting this area out here. Figured building a barracks near where I have this going seems like a smart idea. But this lair, it's just not doing it for me. It's not big enough. So, also gonna go and open one up over here too.
Once minions are rested, you can leave them to their work or force them to train by dropping them in a barracks.
Alright. Minion hype!
A gnarling has entered your dungeon.
Alright. Yes, evil does stir. Get a little bit of a bigger layer there. Yes, research. Unlock all the evil.
Prophecy unlocked.
Fiat voluntas tu sicut in cielo et in terra?
Prophecy will temporarily remove the fog of war in a small area, allowing you to scout the map and spy on your enemies. If you don't want to do something, you could at least vocalize it, Underlord.
Hi, how's it going? Oops. Did I do that? Okay, so we have the cultists with a couple gnarlies sleeping in here. A few more spaces for gnarlings in here.
Mind the head. Stupid hobbits.
Did that almost say stupid hobbits? I think they almost said stupid hobbits.
Fill you with poison. Stay still.
Yeah. Oh god. Oh god, I am so glad I found this game. Oh. What was that? Replacement.
Why won't you bleed? Nice. I'll fill you with poison. Why won't you bleed? Stop it, Patrick! Stay still! I'll tear you apart!
Seems like a lot of the research things through Sins is locked because of the tutorial of it.
I'll fill you with poison! Stay still! Behold my evil!
Alright. I think we need to go ahead. Sure.
Yes, we do.
Filling my coffers a bit.
Crunchy.
I think I'm going to expand this a little bit farther, too. Alright. Heal, lightning, possession. See, we're seeing level 1.
I appreciate a power nap as much as the next dark god. But could you finish the job?
Oh.
I never get hungry in here for some reason.
Okay, so apparently he wants me to move it along. So, well, if that's the case, let's go ahead and knock on their door. See how well my gnarlings and cultists do. Level 2, level 2, level 2, level 1.
If any of your minions fall in combat, your workers will attempt to rescue them and return them to their lair, where they may rest and recover.
The enemy have breached the damn walls. Steel yourselves, lads.
The bite of ether.
The Empire's cowardly priestess supports her allies from a distance through her wholly misled beliefs in the goddess Kira. You'll often find her cowering in the Archive and Sanctuary. The Empire's Templar is their core foot soldier, dim-witted and pure battle fodder for an underlord, despite his training in the barracks. Payday has come again.
Let's move you guys up.
It swallows you.
gone. Kira, I am extinguished.
It seems almost charitable to put him out of his misery. Well done, Underlord. You're learning much faster this time.
This time?
We've barely even started, and you already have a notch on your belt. Well done, Underlord. But there's no rest for the wicked. 2 inhibitors still stand between us and the mainland. But after your butchery of poor Lord Rusimov, I doubt they'll be as weakly defended. You're making great progress, Underlord. You'll be back to your old self in no time. Our next target is the citadel of the intransigent dotard, Lord O'Theland.
O'Theland?
He's a dim-witted sort, and he seems to like marching his troops into an early grave. I'd say it's time to learn about traps.
Ooh, I love traps. Ooh, thank you for allowing me to play with traps now. Ooh. I've always liked a good trap to take out some low.
Welcome to the breach, Underlord. This stronghold was built into this chasm to safekeep one of the Empire's inhibitors. With its trained garrison, it's virtually impervious to attack. Fortunately for you, their commander, Lord O'Theland, is a vacuous sort who will throw his troops at your dungeon without strategy or order. I can think of no better time for you to learn how to build defenses for your dungeon. But to do this, you'll first need a foundry. Open the veins of evil and unlock it now. Build one now, and your minions will be happy to create defenses for your dungeon.
Right. Here we go.
You have discovered a gateway. To plan your dungeon, why not use the prophecy spell to clear the fog of war and scout the surrounding terrain? You'll need an archive and cultists in order to research that artifact. If you're short on workers to do your bidding, cast the Summon Worker spell to create more. However, every worker after your first 5 will lock a portion of mana. If you end up with an excess of workers locking your mana pool, you may dismiss them by dropping them onto your dungeon core. It's all right. They won't feel a thing. A Chunda has entered your dungeon.
Chunder. Got a freaking hammer for a head. Oh god.
A Chunda has entered your dungeon. Attracted by the foundry, this gassy creature will joyfully launch the fetid contents of its stomach to attack. Your other minions would do well to stay a few steps back.
Chunder from down under. Oh.
Your minions' needs are not being met, Underlord. Build them the basic rooms they require.
I'm working on it, man.
You've claimed a perception shrine. Summon Worker will create an additional worker for you to command. Each worker summoned after the first 5 will lock 50 mana. Workers can only be summoned within your own territory. A hungry minion can always find work elsewhere. Build a slaughter pen before your minions starve.
I'm working on it.
If you find yourself with an excess of workers, you can always drop them onto your dungeon core to dismiss them, releasing the locked mana.
You told me this already.
The tavern is an essential room for keeping your minions fed.
Oh my god.
As they increase in level, they will eventually rebel if there is no tavern to sate their hunger.
Yes, I know. This is the one thing that I did not like about Dungeon Keeper. It's just...
You've claimed a perception shrine.
The one thing I didn't like about Dungeon Keeper is the whole overbearing tips.
You have insufficient funds to do that.
Oh, do I now? That's something I can fix fairly easy.
Blade Lotus unlocked.
Blade Lotus. Blade Lotus will slice, dice, and knock back enemies in melee range. Interesting. A tavern needs to be 3x5 to be effective. So I think what we're going to do is I'm going to go and turn this right here into my tavern, right next to the slaughter pen, because why not? I suppose I could have also put it there, but oh well. But I think is it wrong of me to think how wrong it is that I'm putting the place where they're eating the meat right next to where I'm raising the meat?
Open the veins of evil and unlock the Blade Lotus. There is a natural choke point to the east of your dungeon core. Claim it now, so you may set a trap for your foes.
Okay. Hello. We got an artifact over here. Oh, I used to love the fact that there would be hidden artifacts in the game, and they would unlock different things, secrets and specials. I'm glad that they have that in this too. Okay. Gonna burn through a lot of...
You've discovered a perception shrine.
Another artifact.
The Blade Lotus is a spinning flower of destruction that tears nearby enemies into shredded flesh as it pushes them away. To build defenses for your dungeon, you need simply to lay their blueprints upon a claimed tile.
Okay.
Your minions will work to craft defense parts within your foundry, which will then be ferried off by your workers to construct them. Select the Blade Lotus and build it upon the flashing tile.
Okay. Okay.
A cultist has entered your dungeon.
I should hope so.
It is payday.
Okay. Yep. They're coming to get their wages.
Splendidly done, Underlord. But see how some of your mana has been locked away. These defenses require a small portion of your mana in order to function. You will regain this locked mana when the defense is destroyed or sold. Many of the defenses you build can be toggled between two distinct modes, each with their own effects. Toggle the Blade Lotus by clicking it now. The Blade Lotus can be dropped into a hidden mode, which allows enemies to unknowingly pass over it. The perfect trap for retreating foes. Now click the Blade Lotus again to reactivate it. When active, the Blade Lotus will carve your enemies down to size. Unless you're fighting those stinking dwarves, who will end up pint-sized. Due to its small size, the Blade Lotus is most effective in tight corridors. For a bit more firepower and range, you should consider the Bombard. This defense will launch flaming iron balls at any foe that mistakenly wanders too close, swiftly turning their bodies into broken vessels of blooded mash. Select the Bombard and build it upon one of the flashing tiles to the east of your dungeon core. Activate it to improve the mood of your minions and drastically reduce their need to eat or sleep.
Oh, Artifact of Joy. Alright.
Your units have been made happy. You've identified an artifact of gold. Activate it to bestow a large amount of gold to your vaults. Your coffers have been filled with additional gold.
Nice! So those artifacts I found were useful.
NightBot.
The Bombard can be placed into overdrive mode by clicking it, which will increase the speed at which it fires. However, each attack while in overdrive will damage the defense. Now that you have some offense, you should wall off your dungeon core to prevent your enemies from sneaking in and destroying it. Build a wooden door upon the flashing tile. The wooden door will slow the advance of your enemy for a short time. However, it can also be used to prevent your minions from wandering into haunted corridors or private baths.
Or private baths. Have you had a problem with a few imps catching a peek? You can tell me. I won't tell anyone. Those imps. So impish. So there's another artifact over here that I want to go and snag. And I suspect possibly... Yep, over here too. So...
Bombard complete! The wooden door can be toggled open and closed with a click. While closed, no minions may pass through unless the door is opened, destroyed, or sold. You've caught on quick, Underlord. Now put your murderous new talents to work. There's no doubt that the insipid Lord will soon learn of your presence and send his troops forth to die by your hand. In the meantime, you should continue to build defenses to protect your dungeon, adding any additional rooms you desire to diversify your army and improve your chances of survival. Should you wish to speed up the construction of your defenses, you can pick up defense parts from your foundry and drop them directly onto blueprints. Blade Lotus complete.
Okay.
Wooden door complete.
I'd be using up some of my mana here, just to go and keep this secure.
Wooden door complete.
Because what I'm going to want to do here is I'm going to want to get these artifacts. I don't know what they're going to do, but I want to find out. Let's see, do some more scouting. Alright, nothing there.
You've discovered a gold shrine. Tagging it will allow your workers to mine unlimited wealth for your dungeon.
Ooh!
If your coffers are full, or if you're afraid of how wealth might change you, you can always untag it with a second click.
Well, I think what I'm going to go ahead and do...
The vault will store your hard-earned gold when your dungeon core can no longer store anymore. Each tile will store 1,000 gold, meaning the room is effective at any size.
This evil presence shall not stand up to my might. Rally straight forth to assault them, men!
How terribly kind of the nitwit to announce his attack. Prepare to defend the center line, Underlord.
Oops.
Blade Lotus complete.
What do you mean they're all dead? This threat is more serious than I thought. Give me a minute. I shall prepare a new plan of attack to thwart this devil.
Yeah. Because a plan of attack is what you really need right now. Dude, there's a thing called turtling. It might be a good strategy considering you have such a sick defensive pose. But, you know, you do you. Alright. Now I can have my imps going at it. And you know what? I think I'm gonna... summon a few more imps.
I've got it! We shall attack from the north and the center simultaneously. That should bamboozle this unholy menace.
Scatter their bones for the rats to clean.
So basically, you're gonna attack from multiple angles at once, throwing even more men at me? That's your game plan? Yeah, I found the side passages already and I've locked them down, buddy. You may need a better plan than that. Let's see, what artifacts? So, one artifact's already being brought. It's being researched actively by my cultists. Alright. Now, these used to be gem things that never ran out, but I love how they redid it as a gold shrine.
Your blade lotus is under attack.
You know what?
It is payday.
Yeah, I don't need to call troops there. That's gonna be... Blade Lotus has got that. Seriously. Okay, I've got the artifacts.
Your minions have engaged the enemy.
Oh, where? Take me. Ooh. Let's go on the other hand.
Heal will restore an injured minion
Oh.
based on their current health. The healing energies will be shared with other nearby minions if they are also injured.
Curious Scepter! They've all been bested? Okay, hold on, I'm thinking.
Oh. You simple little man. Yes, please. Send more troops.
You've identified an artifact of experience. Activate it to increase the level of all your minions by 1. Your units have been blessed with experience.
They'll certainly not expect this trick. Assault the center and the south. They'll never see us coming.
This blubbering dunce could have used a few firm lashes as a child.
You're not wrong. He's a thick boy, especially in the brain pan. But we have big brain plays, where his small brain just can't conceive. Yes, send more at me.
Your units have been blessed with experience.
Alright.
Your blade lotus is under attack.
Overdrive.
Get in the garage!
We'll take it apart.
Your blade lotus is under attack. Your blade lotus has been destroyed.
I'm expecting this blade lotus to be destroyed. That's okay.
1 skewered micro piglet, 2 skewered micro piglets.
And they're gonna destroy this one.
Your blade lotus has been destroyed.
Oh no.
Your wooden door is under attack.
You know, I'm gonna hide this one. I'll hide this one. Because I want this pastor, this priest, to come all the way in. I'm gonna activate OverWorld.
I am a
on that
Templar! Hammer time!
Your wooden door has been destroyed.
one. Oh no.
She will sear you like a steak.
Your blade lotus is under attack.
Bathe in killer's fire!
By the light! Have none of you had any training at all?
Oh yeah, it's your men that need the training. Yeah, no. Look at all the beautiful treasure. Let's go and expand the layer out a little bit. Give my minions some more places to sleep. Alright. I think it's time.
Swiftly, troops! Attack all three sides and we'll surely overwhelm them with our might. It's inconceivable that they'll survive this assault.
I haven't had this much fun in years.
Back thee away, Underlord! You shall not defile our lands with your vile taint!
I'm getting bored.
You are out of mana.
Dude, that's not
Chanda lost. A Chanda is unhappy because it is tired.
I was
You shall burn!
Cultist lost.
Your evil melts away!
Not enough mana. Your blade lotus is under attack.
Time to dream. Underlord, you're lovely.
Hero's judgment!
Your wooden door is under attack. Your blade lotus has been destroyed. Not enough mana.
She will sear you like a steak!
out of mana. Your wooden door is under attack.
Fancy a steak?
A Chunder is unhappy because it is tired. Your bombard has been destroyed.
I got too aggressive.
What a marvelous meat grinder you've constructed, Underlord. Insufficient mana.
You're all out of.
Your wooden door has been destroyed.
Hi!
Your blade lotus is under attack. It's payday.
From all sides, swiftly, whilst the minions of evil recover.
This assault may actually test your abilities, Underlord. Do try and learn something.
Fancy a steak?
Your bombard is under attack. Insufficient mana. Your bombard has been destroyed.
Parasite clinging on to my life.
Your evil melts away.
Your wooden door has been destroyed. Your blade lotus is under attack. You have insufficient mana to cast that spell. Your bombard has been destroyed. You are out of mana. Your blade lotus is under attack. Your minions have entered battle. Your blade lotus has been destroyed. Your bombard is under attack.
She will sear you like a steak.
Those loyal to the Empire, come to me. I will tell you the tale they will sing of us when we have finished here. They'll sing of our bravery and those who have fallen. They will regale the noble way in which we fought and won. They will proudly shout my name, Lord Otheland, Savior of the Empire! Now if you are with me, cheer with me!
I'd better get ready to meet my maker.
Make sure you keep your dungeons secure, Underlord.
Oh boy. This guy does not learn. I should not have done that rush.
You there! Lead the charge from the north! And you, yes! Lead the southern assault! We shall attack in 2 waves! I will lead the second from the rear, so I may issue orders more easily. Charge!
Blade Lotus complete.
Charge forth and assist your comrades!
I'll purify you.
Bombard complete. Your bombard has been destroyed. Your wooden door is under attack.
She will sear you.
I found this.
Your Blade Lotus has been destroyed. Your bombard is under attack. Your wooden door has been destroyed.
Any last words?
Bombard complete. Your bombard has been destroyed. Your wooden door is under attack. Insufficient mana. Your Blade Lotus has been destroyed. Unclaim will remove your ownership or fortification of a tile, shrine, or gateway. Useful if you claimed something by accident, or if you wish to bequeath an area to an ally. Your bombard has been destroyed. Chunder lost. Your Blade Lotus has been destroyed. Your wooden door is under attack. Your wooden door has been destroyed. Your minions have entered battle. Your bombard is under attack.
Your evil melts away.
A Chunder is unhappy because it is tired. Chunder lost. Your Blade Lotus has been destroyed. Not enough mana.
Okay. They're not going full charge for some reason. It's almost as if they don't have it in them. And then there was one.
Bombard complete.
Did I do it?
Now that he's sent his entire army to their death, you should have no trouble killing him and destroying his inhibitor. Rally your minions forth to silence this insipid lord.
Yeah. That said, I should honestly have a stronger army, but I kind of jumped the gun a little bit earlier. Wow, Seance, I'm sorry to hear that, bud.
It is payday.
Let's go and take a peeky see.
You have discovered a gateway.
So that's what they have going on. Alright.
One skewered micro piglet, two skewered micro piglets. Meaningless.
Knock, knock. Sweet Joseph. Oh, well, hey, you know, it's your call on where you purchase. I'm playing on PC, which means I'm going to the Epic Store. But, you know, I understand the whole reasons why some people won't be shopping. I get you.
Behold!
Starve them out.
A minion is getting angry because it hasn't been paid.
Alright, alright, alright.
Your minions have entered battle.
Would you tuck me in? Never mind.
My focus.
Cozy.
Oh, I'll slap you around a bit.
busted their defenses, busted down their main doors. Let my troops rest.
Stick a move, man! Come on!
I'm gonna go ahead and let my troops rest up a bit. Sacred ground cannot be claimed by underlords. Oh, that's cheap. That's cheap. So I have to bust through their large, robust door.
Evil never sleeps.
Is there anything that I'm missing? Oh God, Joseph, I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying, and I mean, honestly, I'm gonna say this, and I know this might get my channel banned in China, but Winnie the Pooh needs to back off of Hong Kong, and I'll just leave it at that. In game, no, I do not need more gold. Real life, yes, yes. But no, I have the perfect number of gold. I have 42. That's like the meaning of life and everything, right? I have the perfect amount of gold in game. This. Mwah. Can I have some gold in real life? You know, don't we all want some gold in real life? Oh, I forgot to build the training room. No wonder why my guys aren't leveling. Build a stupid massive training hall because I can.
Why won't you bleed? Yeah.
A gnarling has entered your dungeon.
Hello. Yep.
Why won't you bleed? I'll fill you with poison. Yeah. Oh, mind the hit.
There we go. A nice, massive training room.
I'll fill you with poison. Mind the hip. I'll tear you apart.
me see here. Construct. Let's go ahead and just seal these off.
Replacement Earth complete. Payday has come again.
So that gives us just one path in and out of the dungeon. Which is, of course, the path that I have guarded. But, you know. All right.
Another day at war.
Oh, Seance. Oh, dude. Okay, so we have a level 5 leader. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 level 2s. One of which is the Juggernaut, which is definitely a problem. So we're looking at an army of 6. I currently have an army of 12. So I have double the number. But my levels on my troops...
It thinks it's people.
Look at it, it thinks it's people.
Who the hell is Brian?
But we have some level 4 in here, so... Do you think we should go and go for it? Try to make the big push? Or I think we should. Let's see if we can go and pull this off. I can't push. Here we go. I have superior numbers. In some cases, superior levels. Knock, knock.
Destroy the inhibitor swiftly. It lies open and undefended, but for that odious blackguard.
Now for just him. I do believe you are outnumbered and surrounded.
The proper battle.
Night, night.
Silence has never sounded quite so sweet.
Everybody say goodbye to the inhibitor, because we don't like to live life inhibited.
Superbly executed. Before we move on, I must warn you, the next inhibitor comes with an unpleasant surprise.
Ooh. Achievement unlocked, the breach.
Fine work, Underlord. Now that Othilan and his cronies are a dehydrated paste, let's move on with our assault and destroy the final inhibitor.
Well, Joseph, like I said earlier, I am going to, if you guys really like this game, it does have a multiplayer function. So I definitely want to, down the road, if you guys want to see more of this, after I've completed the campaign, I am going to go ahead and look at doing like a multiplayer version where it's going to be a skirmish with me and as many people of you guys that have the game, and we can go ahead and do that. There's not many people doing multiplayer on this game because it...
Revenge is a dish best served cold, Underlord.
Okay.
But we're a bit lacking in refrigeration. The traitorous coward Marcus has made a deal with the Empire to save his own revolting hide. He defends the final inhibitor, and in exchange, the Empire's dogs leave him to cower behind his dungeon's walls. Get in there, Underlord, and tear it all down!
Oh, yeah! So I will be looking at doing a multiplayer stream of this where, you know, we're all getting in there, we're building our dungeons and going head to head. Oh, good night,
Here
Seance.
entrenched lies the
least you have
traitorous
good taste.
Underlord Marcus. He has pledged to protect this inhibitor with his life, having convinced the Empire that he means them no harm. The pathetic little turncoat. This uneasy peace has lasted too long. Vanquish this traitorous Underlord and destroy the inhibitor he protects.
Oh,
This place is riddled with brimstone. Its hardened exterior will be impossible to mine using conventional means. But we have other forms of excavation.
Oh, do we now?
Open the veins of evil and unlock the Underminer. The Underminer excels at blasting through large chunks of earth. See for yourself by building one near your dungeon core. Unlike defenses, constructs can be placed on neutral territory and in water. Once you have laid the blueprint down, your workers will channel your unholy energies to construct them. Ah, I should have mentioned. Brimstone is a fairly volatile substance. Now that you're out, look east to see an abandoned beast den. You can use the wooden bridge to span your dungeon across water. Build one to the island in order to claim the beast den. This room will allow bloodthirsty beasts to enter your dungeon. Unlike normal minions, beasts cannot work nor train themselves in your barracks. They wish only to strip the flesh from your enemies. In addition, they do not require payment or a lair, and they are more than happy to eat micro-piglets straight from your slaughter pen. However, these unfortunate creatures care not for their own lives, and will fight until their last breath. They cannot be saved if they fall in battle. The Skarg is a deceptively cute beast that prefers the flesh of dwarves above all, and can be trained to fetch and return eyeballs.
Oh, how cute! We're going to expand the beast den out a little bit.
An Oculus has entered your dungeon. The Oculus is a master of the mind.
It's a beholder!
If it encounters an enemy, it will assault their senses, temporarily turning them into a vegetable. Outside of battle, the Oculus will explore the depths of the underworld, relaying back what it sees to you and to its eldritch hive mind. You can rally all of your beasts to battle using the Beast Rally flag. Use your newfound powers and the formidable strength of your beasts to destroy Underlord Marcus and the Empire force he colludes with.
But right now, I think we need some micro-piglets.
You've claimed the Perception Shrine. You have claimed a gateway. A Skark has entered your dungeon. You've encountered an Empire patrol. No sense in letting them get away now, is there? You have discovered a gateway. You do not have enough gold. To quickly add plots of land to your dungeon, you can use an outpost, which will claim tiles in a 3x3 radius once constructed. You've discovered a Perception Shrine. Your minions are in combat. Oculus lost. Your minions are in combat. Obey will force a minion to ignore their needs and work at an increased rate for a short time. Excellent for those periods of crunch. You have claimed a gateway. A cultist has entered your dungeon. Your minions are under attack. Your minions are in combat.
I'm aware, I'm aware.
It is payday. You've claimed a gold shrine. You do not have enough gold to do that. The Empire's juggernaut has built his strength toiling away in the foundry and garrison. Unsurprisingly, he can tolerate humongous amounts of damage and mitigate the damage his allies receive. Your vault is empty.
Did someone just scout me? I think someone just scouted me. Huh. Don't know how I feel about them scouting me.
Skarg lost.
I'm apparently just gonna lose beasts right and left no matter how much I try to babysit them. I don't think I'm gonna worry about it.
Your minions are being attacked.
And there we go.
You've discovered a perception shrine. You've identified an artifact of experience.
Never mind.
Your vault is emptier than your head.
I'm gonna hold on to the I'm gonna hold on to the artifacts until I'm ready for them.
I hope I don't have them.
Okay. Oh, well, hello there. He's spying on me again. I am literally just clearing this place out.
For some reason.
Let's see here.
Conduit unlocked. The conduit will greatly increase the work speed of your workers within its large area, and also clear the surrounding fog of war. The conduit greatly increases the work speed of your workers within its large radius, and also extends your vision.
Wonder how long that'll last. That'll get me gold coming in faster. Alright, let's see. What else do we want to unlock?
Outpost unlocked. The outpost will claim all tiles in a small radius around it, and will prevent those tiles from being claimed by the enemy until it is destroyed. It's ideal for claiming new territory far from your dungeon, so you can extend your reach.
Okay, so I think rooms. I think we need to turn this into a foundry. Yeah, definitely.
You've identified an artifact of workers. Activate it to summon some permanent spirit workers. You have been blessed with permanent spirit workers. You've identified an artifact of construction. Activate it to instantly complete all in-progress constructs.
Ooh, I'll save that for a crunch moment.
A Chunda has entered your dungeon.
Just letting that conduit go.
Isn't it? In here for some reason.
Let's go ahead and start claiming this. I think we've cleared out the majority of the defenses. Little spots here.
Time to pay your minions, Underlord, for all their hard work.
Let's see. These will work to go ahead and make good spots here. Even the layers that are just like one block work for creating sleeping spots. It makes the layers a little scattered, but they still are able to achieve their purpose by giving a minion a place to sleep.
Your minions are being attacked.
Where?
Your minions are being attacked.
Luring, isn't it?
Slowly but surely.
So that's where baby oculi come from.
No idea. I have no idea where baby oculi come from.
Your
and I'm
minions are in combat.
finding- Yes, I know.
Siege shrines improve the speed at which your workers dig through earth and fortified walls. This shrine empowers your workers, allowing them to destroy enemy fortified walls with ease.
Zap my troops again. Okay, every time you zap them, I'm just going to heal them. I think you ran out of mana. Lord knows I was running out of mana too. Oh, that feels mean. You go ahead and go back to base and rest for a bit. Alright. Alright. rooms. Boom.
A gnarling has entered your dungeon.
How delightful.
Okay.
Your minions are fighting the enemy. Enrage unlocked. Enrage will increase a minion's movement speed, damage dealt, and damage taken for a short period of time. They also become utterly fearless in combat. Underminer complete. Another patrol. Give these dogs the beating they deserve. Insufficient mana.
Well, that patrol got dealt with quickly. Nothing else I can unlock. Everything's been unlocked. Alright.
Slice. Not too common.
Your minions have engaged the enemy.
Oh, your rage spell is rather useful. Just throw in rage on a couple skags and watch as they tear things apart. So, this is working rather well. This definitely working well. Alright. A large space here and... oh look!
It's payday.
Yep. Siege shrine. That ship's looking like 9 Scarves, 9 Oculuses, 7 Cultics, 2 Spirit Workers, 4 Chunders, and 4 Gnarlings.
Your creatures are in combat.
Well, hello there. Spell.
One of your minions has cheated in a game of cards.
I will break you down.
Do you remember how to deal with brimstone, Underlord? Why not crack open his dungeon with a bit of a bang?
That would be a fun thing to do. There we go.
My blight.
Underminer complete. You've claimed a siege shrine. Oculus lost.
Man, those skags.
manner. Your minions have engaged the enemy.
All right. Okay, here we go. Boom. I'm slowly taking out these outcroppings of key important buildings. Each siege strike makes my workers a little bit tougher. So.
My evil.
This is the next siege turn I'm going to go after.
Stupid head.
East mine.
Making a larger micro piglet farm here, just to keep my beasts filled, and then more beasts here to go ahead and increase their numbers. Because these, basically, I'm going to treat these guys as really expendable. But if I can get huge numbers of them, yeah. Use gold, it's full. Yeah. I'm on it. I'm gonna sell these little gold nodes out here because they're too vulnerable. They're too far away from my base. And the gold can be taken back to base. I don't want to leave anything like that far out. I'd rather have my gold be here. In here, which means, you know, enemies have to fight their way through areas that I have control over. Speaking of which, another beast den here.
It's payday.
Yep, it is. Alright. Oh, is that another summoning portal right there? I think I would like that. That should hopefully increase my overall amount of troops I can have. Carve out this here.
You have claimed a gateway.
Boom. I don't want to bother reinforcing that. I just need to put it all down. And we got this up here. There will be no major wall between me and anybody else. Tearing them all down.
One of your minions is grumbling about work hours.
Haha, well, he can grumble all he wants. He's got a place to sleep, a bed to rest in, and food in his belly, places to go and work out, and a tavern to drink away his sorrows. Speaking of which, you know what? I'm going to expand the treasury. This is the farthest and most defensible point, so this looks like this is probably the best place for me to go ahead and expand my treasury. I tell my minions to go ahead and go work over here, and send a bunch of them. All my expendable troops.
You've claimed the Perception Shrine. Insufficient mana. Skarg lost.
Yeah, that's okay.
The Empire presence is fish food. Well done, Underlord.
All right.
Your minions are fighting the enemy. Chunder lost. You've claimed a siege shrine.
Time to die.
All right. I don't think we're short on any micro piggy. Mummy pig, Neapolitan, bacon bits, Porky, Babe. Oh no, it's Babe. McBacon, Porklet, Schnitzel. Ah. All right. Let's take a look around. Just make sure I'm not missing anything. Yeah.
An eldritch horror from the beyond has failed to impregnate your dungeon.
Thank you? I guess? I did not need to become impregnated? Pregnante? Thank you for not making me preggers? I guess? I don't think I wanted to become pregnant. Mummy, I want me schnitzel. Yeah.
You've claimed a perception shrine.
Sweet.
You've discovered a perception shrine.
Yes. Please, stay in your dungeon. Let me grow and consume the area around you till there is no more. Ooh, hello. As you look at the minimap down here in the corner, look at that. Just like all of this green is me, and then there's a little bit blue over here. I'm coming. Tear up all the ground between me and him. This land is my land. No, it's not your land. I'm gonna take it out from underneath ya. Be a little more aggressive in here.
It seems you found a weakness within Marcus's walls.
Have I now?
It's payday.
Oh, I have. Oh boy, have I. Sweet.
Don't forget to save, Underlord. I wouldn't.
Thank you for that reminder, game. I know. I'm taking forever to go.
Want you to lose your progress?
I could probably rush.
You've claimed a perception shrine.
And absolutely devastate, but...
You've discovered a perception shrine.
Ooh, perceptive of me. I still haven't claimed all this?
You've identified an artifact of experience.
Ooh. I have 1 artifact of construction, 2 of experience. So I'm gonna take out the rogue, the traitorous dungeon, and this. But I also want to go ahead and figure out the best way to gain access to his dungeon. And it looks like, well, this is a good point of entry here. Going in the front door would be ballsy, but not necessary. I'm just gonna get my workers over here. Maybe make a couple more.
Your minions have engaged the enemy.
Oh, really? Well, will you stop? Oh, is this how it's gonna be? I really want this.
Not enough mana.
Well, I guess we're just doing this thing.
Withdraw your minions immediately.
No.
Your units have been blessed with experience. Your constructs are being summoned. Skarg lost.
Guess we're going in the front door. Really? I guess, overwhelming force, right? I just have too many troops and he just can't handle it. I'm not even bothering to use my mana.
Please, let me be and leave this realm.
Sorry, no.
You've discovered a manufacturing shrine. Skarg lost.
I can taste death, fast approaching. The ether beckons. Can you feel it tugging as I do?
You have destroyed an enemy's dungeon core.
You'll regret not heeding my advice. Underlord, this campaign will be the end of you.
If you say
Pay no attention to his frightened blabbering. You have claimed a gateway. You've claimed an enemy dungeon core. This shrine produces defense parts over time, which your workers can use to build more defenses. It can store up to 8 parts at once.
Oh, would you looky here? Oh, and there was a lot of weaknesses to this guy's base that I could have taken out.
Underminer complete.
And
A Chunder is unhappy because it is tired.
well, that's just fine. I guess I was being too cautious. Alright, well. There you go, Skags.
Now that his core is a smouldering ruin, there are other matters that need your attention. The Underlord Raskos was locked in a scrap with a gaggling of greasy midgets, but has since gone silent. Get over there and find out what the hell is going on.
Alright. Ah, achievement unlock. Completionist and Shades of Grey. Alright.
A job well done, Underlord. Marcus's shattered spirit will not soon forget the price of his cowardice. Now that the inhibitors all lay broken, only one final snag prevents us burning the heart of their land.
Alright.
It's time to kill 2 dwarfs with 1 stone. The miserable midgets of the Dwarven Guard have bested Raskos and sent him back to his own realm, where a counter-assault to our own war has been launched. They're sure to send hundreds of their own to crash against your dungeon walls. Make bloody waves, then follow Raskos to his own domain.
Alright. Time to slice and dice and make dwarf cutlets?
An enemy's dungeon core has been destroyed. Raskos has been forced back to his realm by the dwarven allies of the Empire. Fortunately for you, his dungeon remains relatively intact. By claiming his dungeon core, you will be given control of all that he once owned. In the meantime, I'll learn more of the situation within his own realm.
Okay.
You have discovered a gateway.
And there are a lot of artifacts just sitting in here.
You've discovered a perception shrine.
on a little handy.
You've claimed a gold shrine. You have claimed a gateway. A cultist has entered your dungeon. You've claimed an enemy dungeon core. A crackpot has entered your dungeon. Attracted by the reagents of your alchemy lab, these gnarling kin will spend most of their time concocting viscous brews and tinkering about your cauldrons.
Get your arse out there and scout out these invaders and make it snappy.
You have claimed a gateway. Some of his walls were destroyed in the attack, but you can use replacement earth to patch them up. Cast it now to fix the breach. The sanctuary will allow you to channel rituals of devastating power. This eldritch ritual taps into the thread of power that remains within a vanquished dungeon core. This nebulous thread can be followed back to its source, allowing you to enter the realm of the Underlord who created it. Begin channeling the ritual now, so you may enter Raskos' realm and repel the Empire forces that assail him. Open the Ritual panel and select the Shifting Bond Ritual to begin channeling it.
An evil force rears to strike at us. Ready yourselves, lads.
It seems they left a dwarven rearguard, but you should be able to quash their attacks. Raskos' alchemy lab has a few brewed potions remaining within it. Grab a quick freeze potion and drop it upon these invading midgets. Replacement Earth complete.
Okay.
Noster quiescent. Fiat voluntas tu sicut in cielo et in terra.
Artifact activated. Forge unlocked. Enrage unlocked. Shockwave unlocked. Quick freeze ready. Your minions are fighting the enemy. Quick freeze will completely freeze a small area. All units caught in the effect, including your own, will take a small amount of damage and be frozen for the duration. Ember demons will be snuffed out entirely, respawning back at their ember rifts after a short delay. A skilled Underlord learns to manage and group their minions effectively. You can place minions into balanced parties using warbands. To create a warband, click the plus icon. Then select any units you wish to add by clicking on them in your dungeon or within the unit panel. You can add or remove minions at any time by using the plus and minus buttons within each warband. You can rally all minions assigned to a warband by placing their numbered flag upon the ground.
Okay. Right now, I'm just sealing myself in. I'll let you go and build up a little bit.
Shockwave will cast a powerful blast of eldritch energy, which knocks all minions back, including your own. However, it can only be used within your own territory. Work-a-lot ready. Work-a-lot will significantly increase the working speed of all minions affected for a short period. Well done, Underlord. Now continue to build defenses and brew potions to use against these rancid dwarfs. While the dwarves have a nearly inexhaustible army, it will take time for them to bring to bear their more experienced soldiers.
Take out all the traps. Take out all the traps. This snarling doesn't know when to quit. So we're just gonna enrage him and let him tear everything down.
Shove you and your black magic, you bloated dingleberry.
What, was that an insult?
Quick freeze ready.
I think that was an insult.
Conduit complete.
That's mine.
Oh!
It is payday.
That's mine.
Insufficient mana.
That's mine.
Back to the void! Keep
Your dungeon walls are being excavated.
Yeah, I noticed. Frickin' dwarves. Am I right?
Achanda is unhappy because it hasn't been paid.
You know what? He'll get paid when we're not under siege. The Chunder can just come up. Alright.
Your core is taking damage.
Wait, what?
Your
Holy crap.
minions are under attack. You are out of mana. Your core is taking damage. A cultist cannot satisfy its needs because it is rallied. Your conduit is under attack.
Wait, what? Oh my god, you guys
A
just
cultist is unhappy because it hasn't been paid.
You know what? He could just shove it.
Your minions are under attack. Replacement Earth complete. One of your minions is unhappy.
How Where's that grimoire?
Your minions aren't pigs, but they want to eat them. Build a tavern, Underlord. Your dungeon walls are being excavated.
Leave me alone long enough for me to actually get set up, why don't you?